The goal for this project was to create a halogen bar using a casting method instead of a forging method.
A halogen bar is a tool used by firefighters for forceful entry into a burning building or into a vehicle.
Ultimately, the best course was going to the Pittsburgh Fire Department and asking them questions.
What they would normally do with the traditional bar, they would put O-rings, put them around the bar and wrap them with medical tape. They wanted us to incorporate that design into our handle, which gave us that rib pattern. The grooves for the ribs fit really well in their hands because that was a problem with the traditional halogen bars. I'm really proud of the way it turned out. That way there is not much slippage there and they have full control.
One of the features the firefighters wanted us to include in the bar pertained to a very niche application known as the corkscrew method. And what they wanted us to do to allow this method to be done easily and more effectively was widen the width of the blade of our adze. This allows them to gain more of a mechanical advantage when using the bar in that manner.
Enlarging the head on here so they have enough hitting space without hitting fingers or anything.
Whenever they're doing driving applications with the forks inside of a door jamb, having that bigger surface in the head would allow them more surface to hit on. So we really wanted to help them out by giving them a as-cast product. They can call that halogen bar their own.
I'm very pleased that we were able to present a incredible looking, life-saving tool to the Pittsburgh Fire Department, but it was a long journey to get to our finished product. In order to accurately represent the plethora of stresses that are going to be thrown at this bar when it's in action, we wanted to speak to the firefighters and get a good understanding of exactly the manner in which they're going to be using the bar. And from our discussion with them, we extracted ways that they like to use these bars. So it was our challenge then to put it in the 3D model space to confirm that the design features that we included in our bar at the firefighters' request would be safe at the end of the day. These very cool features that the firefighters wanted us to include would be useless if it made the bar unsafe.
Our partnership with Modet Metals included giving them a report based on our stresses and requirements that the bar will undergo, and then finding an equilibrium that they liked and that we were able to do.
The foundation that we worked so hard to lay during the design phase gave us confidence as we moved into the manufacturing phase.
I designed the tooling myself for these wax injections. Never done any sort of fine finishing cavity operations before. We had to design the tools to separate easily, and edge alignment was very, very key. It just came down to designing the main concept, the main part in SolidWorks, and then importing it into Mastercam to create tool paths. So to see things line up, especially when parts are mated together using locating pins, that is something I feel very proud of.
Machining and programming Mastercam programs to produce these beautiful tools that Morgan has built took quite a bit more time than we had budgeted in our schedule. One of our professors had a special connection with a company near Pittsburgh that utilized urethane to help create a variety of their products and be able to produce our adze head. So I was really proud that we were able to come together as a team and be able to have a lot of different moving pieces, but all of them being towards the same common goal.
This project had really hyper-focused more onto the investment casting side of things. We ended up having this multi-piece tool that would eventually, once all the waxes were injected into it, allow the waxes to be assembled together, dip it with progressively coarser sand in order to get us that perfect finish that we're looking for. That'll involve autoclaving the wax out and then taking it to a burnout furnace, which hardens the shell, and then it'll actually end up being poured. You just break open the shell, clean up the casting, and then you have your final bar.
I've had to put a lot more time and dedication into making sure that I'm up here, making sure that I can assist the team. I feel like for all of us, our project management skills along with our teamwork skills have improved immensely.
Although that we have our niches and everything, and we find spots that we work very well in, when it comes time to us actually working together, we can set aside what makes us different and actually come together.
I haven't had the opportunity to be a part of many teams, but I think what you'll find is not everything has been perfect. We all make mistakes, but the idea of learning to accommodate one another with whatever's going on outside of the project is great, and I appreciate everybody's roles in this team.